What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from New Orleans, Louisiana, for Tuesday, July 19th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Stephen Colbert sneaked on stage at Monday night's Republican National Convention and mocked presidential candidate Donald Trump with the spoof of the Hunger Games. Wearing a costume to represent Hunger Games Caesar Flickerman, complete with a blue wig and black bow tie, Colbert wasn't on stage long before security came to retrieve him, The Verge reported. Colbert announced, standing at the podium, Donald Trump has formed an alliance with Indiana Governor Mike Pence. It is my honor to hereby launch and begin the 2016 Republican Hungry for Powers Games, he said, banging a fake, oversized gavel before security came on stage. Colbert tells the security guard, look, I'm not supposed to be up here, but let's be honest, neither is Donald Trump. Colbert is filming in Cleveland this week during the Republican National Committee convention. A video of Colbert's ad-lib performance was taken from the convention floor. The Late Show will broadcast live during both the Republican National Convention and the Democratic National Convention, which takes place next week, the New York Times reported. Monday night's CBS installment of The Late Show featuring Colbert performing a pre-taped musical number that included the lyrics, "This week, you and me, we will witness history as the Republican National Committee crowns their orange manatee." He later did a skit walking to a cabin in the woods where he was greeted at the door by a bearded Jon Stewart, Colbert's former boss on The Daily Show, telling Stewart it was not, again, time for the Republican National Convention. He quipped, "You will not believe who the candidate is." And in a related story, Omarosa, known as somewhat the evil diva on a season of Donald Trump's The Celebrity Apprentice, has been named as his presidential campaign's director of African-American outreach. Omarosa announced a new position Monday on MSNBC. She said from Cleveland, where the Republican National Convention is taking place this week, the Hollywood Reporter reported. It happened this week. It's really an extension of the work that the National Diversity Coalition for Trump has already been doing, and so I'm very happy to take up that cause for Donald Trump. The Apprentice villain previously served as vice chairman for the National Diversity Coalition for Trump. MSNBC host Craig Melvin presented Omarosa with a poll that shows 0% of African Americans in Ohio plan to support Trump in his bid for the White House. Omarosa said she found that the poll to be a bit unbelievable, having just spent an amazing weekend with African Americans for Trump, about 300 of them. So I looked at the data, but my reality is that I'm surrounded by people who want to see Donald Trump as the next president of the United States, who are African American. She says she wonders who the pollsters spoke with. Omarosa appeared on The Apprentice as a contestant for one season, then gained fame as subsequent seasons on Celebrity Apprentice and NBC's All-Star editions of the show. Saturday Night Live cast members Colin Jost and Michael Che will be hosting special editions of Weekend Update the next 2 Wednesdays. The segments will air at approximately midnight on MSNBC following the Republican and Democratic National Conventions from Cleveland and Philadelphia, respectively. Jost and Che will also serve as special correspondents on NBC's morning news program Today. Weekend Update is a recurring segment on SNL, which is now on summer hiatus after wrapping up its 41st season. Following 2 parodies last year of the iconic 1960s Western The Magnificent Seven, the actual remake of the movie is coming out this year, and a new trailer has already been released. The movie hits theaters September 23rd. Last year, moviegoers got Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight and Adam Sandler's The Ridiculous Six. This year, they got Antoine Fuqua's The Magnificent Seven starring Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. And with it comes lots of things blowing up and lots of horses, Entertainment Weekly reported. Washington will play Chisholm, a bounty hunter recruited by Emma Cullen, played by Haley Bennett, to even the score after her town faces tyrannical industrialist Bartholomew Beale, played by Peter Sarsgaard. Chisholm puts together a strike force made up of 6 desperados and fighters played by Pratt, Ethan Hawke, Vincent D'Onofrio, Bin-Jin-Hung Lee, Manuel Garcia Rolfo, and Mark Senmeister. This gang shown in the trailer likes the excitement of blowing things up and beating the odds, even while greatly outnumbered by Vogue's accomplices. Vin Diesel is giving fans a glimpse of Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. The 49-year-old actor shared an action-packed clip from Triple X sequel ahead of the movie's first trailer, which is slated for release on Tuesday. Vin Diesel wrote on Facebook, "It is awesome. The teaser sees the star fight bad guys and flip on a motorcycle as the titular character Xander Cage." Vin Diesel played Cage in the 2002 film Triple X and its 2005 sequels Triple X State of the Union. The Return of Xander Cage will see Cage clash with the warrior Zhang, played by Donnie Yen, as he searches for a seemingly unstoppable weapon. Vin Diesel previously told Collider, "I'm very, very, very excited about the movie." The Return of Xander Cage co-stars Keshia Knight, Samuel L. Jackson, Nina Dobrev, and Ruby Rose, and opens in theaters January 20th, 2017. Diesel will also reprise the role of Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which released new concept art last week. Viola Davis, Amanda Waller, assembles her team of criminals in the latest trailer for Warner Bros.' upcoming villain-focused actioner Suicide Squad. The clip, released Monday ahead of the film's August 5th premiere date, highlights Davis as ruthless U.S. intelligence officer who is looking to get together some bad people who can do some good. Labeled as a cutthroat government agent, Davis's Waller is seen in the new footage commanding Joel Kinnaman's Rick Flag to lead the Suicide Squad out of in the field or suffer the consequences. Will Smith, who plays Deadshot, mentions to Flag, "This is just a mean lady." The synopsis reads, U.S. intelligence officer Amanda Waller has determined only a secretly convened group of dispirited, despicable individuals with next to nothing to lose will do. However, once they realize they weren't picked to succeed but chose for their patent culpability when they inevitably failed, will the Suicide Squad resolve to die trying, or decide it's every man for himself? Directed by David Ayer, Suicide Squad also stars Jared Leto as the Joker, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Jay Courtney as Captain Boomerang, Adwaldi Ekinyo Abaji as Killer Croc, Jay Hernandez as El Diablo, and Kira Delevingne as Enchantress. Universal Pictures released Monday a new trailer for The Girl on the Train, its upcoming film adaptation of Paula Hawkins' best-selling novel. The 2.5-minute clip features cast members Emily Blunt, Rebecca Ferguson, Haley Bennett, Justin Theroux, Luke Evans, Allison Janney, Edgar Ramirez, Lisa Kudrow, and Laura Prepon. The synopsis accompanied the trailer on YouTube explains, in the thriller, Rachel, who is devastated by her recent divorce, spends her daily commute fantasizing about the seemingly perfect couple who live in a house that her train passes every day, until one morning she sees something shocking happen there and becomes entangled in the mystery that unfolds. The trailer shows Blunt's character Rachel appearing upset and confused as she's grilled by numerous people regarding exactly what she knows about a woman's disappearance. The film was helmed by Taylor and is set for release October 7th. Anton Yelchin is being remembered as a special person and fantastic actor in the wake of his death. Star Trek Beyond producer J.J. Abrams and actor Karl Urban paid tribute to the late star in new interviews ahead of the film's premiere this week. Yelchin died at the age of 27 on June 19th. Abrams told AZ Central, "Because it was so unspeakably sad and insane and wrong that he is gone, I think that the way he is honored at the end of the movie, which is simple and small, it literally feels like the perfect way." He also elaborated, "Because there are no words, there's no process that any of us have found to understand this. It just feels like it's a bit of a grace note. It felt appropriate. That kid was special, and it really is impossible that he's not in here." Yelchin died after being discovered pinned between his Jeep and a brick pillar outside his home in Studio City, California. While his death was initially described as a freak accident, police are investigating whether his vehicle had a defective transmission. Urban said on Monday's episode of the Today Show, "Yeah, it was tough. We lost Anton Yelchin, who played Chekhov in the movie, in a tragic, tragic way. He also added, such a beautiful man. It's so difficult to think about him in the past. I'll never forget his laugh. This movie is a great testament to him. He's fantastic in it." Yelchin's parents, Irina and Victor Yelchin, thanked fans for their support in the latest issue of The Hollywood Reporter. The couple took out a full-page ad featuring a photo of their late son. The pair said, "Thank you all who have sent flowers and gifts for your condolences and kind words. To all who came to celebrate the life of our dear son Anton, we are deeply grateful for your unconditional love for him. He would be surprised at how many hearts and souls he's touched." Yelchin played Chekhov in the 2009 movie Star Trek and its 2013 sequel Star Trek Into Darkness. He will posthumously appear in Star Trek Beyond, which co-stars Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, and Zoe Saldana, and opens on Friday. And in a related story, Paramount Pictures says it has greenlit a fourth Star Trek movie starring the franchise's current cast, as well as Chris Hemsworth, who will reprise his role of George Kirk. The studio said in a press release, in the next installment of the epic space adventure, Chris Pine's Captain Kirk will cross paths with the man he never had the chance to meet, but whose legacy has haunted him since the day he was born, his father. Hemsworth played George Kirk in 2009 Star Trek, but has not been seen since. The third film in the rebooted series, Star Trek Beyond, is due in theaters on Friday. Comedian and actress Leslie Jones has been the subject of a hate campaign on Twitter following the release of the new Ghostbusters movie this week, besieged with racist and misogynistic comments on Twitter. Jones is fighting back between many of the most egregious comments she received, and Ghostbusters director Paul Feig immediately came to her defense, starting the hashtag love for Leslie J, according to the Hollywood Reporter. He tweeted Monday night, "Leslie Jones is one of the greatest people I know. Any personal attack against her are attacks against us all. Hashtag love for Leslie J, at Leslie Dog." The movie has attracted a volume of online trolls attacking it for having an all-female cast for its main roles, and there has been a concerted effort to make it the most hated YouTube video in history, The Guardian reported. Despite the abusive backlash, Ghostbusters has received mostly positive reviews. Still, the abuse against Jones has continued. She tweeted Monday afternoon, exposing, "I hope y'all go after them like they're going after me." She then continued to post the abuse level at her. Someone even created a fake Twitter account and posted racist, sexist tweets as if it were Jones posting them. Jones said, "I'm not stupid to know racism exists, and I know it will probably live on way after me. But we have to make people take responsibility for the hate they spew. Stop letting people get away with being ignorant." She also added, "And for all the don't stoop to their level people, it's way past that. So please have a seat. Don't tell me how to react, because I have every right to be offended and shit." Even after exposing the abusers by retweeting their remarks, the hate didn't slow. Hours later, Jones posted, "I feel like I'm in a personal hell. I didn't deserve anything to deserve this. It's just too much." She called out Twitter for doing little to help. Twitter responded, "This type of abuse behavior is not permitted on Twitter, and we've taken actions on many of the accounts reported to us by both Leslie and others." And they also added, "We rely on people to report this type of behavior to us, but we're continuing to invest heavily in improving our tools and enforcement systems to prevent this kind of abuse." Dwayne Johnson has officially launched his YouTube page with his first original short, The YouTube Factory, featuring Johnson and digital star Lily Zing, known on YouTube as Ill Superwoman Ill. The comedic clip released Monday features the actor touring a hidden facility located underneath a volcano where all of YouTube's videos are produced. Johnson tells Singh, "I've learned so much since starting my own YouTube channel. I mean, who knew that there was so much fresh, innovative, non-pornographic material online? It's crazy." Johnson is introduced to noted YouTube stars Mark Pleer, Grace Hale-Big, Fula Borg, Kim Bach, Roman Atwood, and Gigi Gorgeous as he learns how cat, viral, and makeup videos are made. Borg Empire alum Michael Shannon says he intensely studied footage of Elvis Presley to prepare to play the late rock and roll icon in the comedy Elvis and Nixon. Co-starring Kevin Spacey as the titular president, the movie is inspired by a real-life 1970 incident in which the singer showed up at the White House and requested a meeting with America's commander-in-chief. An image captured, unlikely the event, is the most requested photograph in the National Archives. Shannon deadpanned during a recent cast press conference in New York. "It was really challenging for me because there's not much about Elvis out there. I had to do some digging." He also said, I just started by watching the films, both the narrative films and the documentaries. That's the way it is, Elvis on tour. I watch press conferences, much like this one, particularly one he did in Houston, which predates the events in this movie by a few months, and I found that one particularly enlightening. I also have a great gift from Presley's confidant, Jerry Schilling, that Alex Pettyfer plays in the movie. He gave me a 45-minute interview that Elvis had recorded for Elvis on tour, which they didn't wind up using in the movie at all. So it's an interview that not many people have heard, and as all these people will attest, I listened to it instantly. I was either doing a take or listening to that CD. That was my exciting story. Directed by Liza Johnson, Elvis and Nixon is on Blu-ray and digital now. It co-stars Colin Hanks, Evan Peters, Johnny Knoxville, and Ashley Benson. Scream Queen star Lea Michele gave fans a first on-set glimpse of Taylor Lautner. The 29-year-old actress shared a video of the 24-year-old actor in costume as the new character Dr. Cassidy Casade on Snapchat. Michelle Lautner said in the clip before Michelle asked if he's having the best time ever. Hi, Snapchat. Yes, I'm having the best time ever. Entertainment Weekly described Kassaid as a doctor who suffers from a bizarre medical condition when Lautner joined the season 2 cast in June. The character becomes a suspect in a new wave of tragedies. Keke Palmer, the co-star on the show, told Entertainment Tonight on Sunday, I've known Taylor since we were kids. It was cool to finally be doing a project with him. Fuller House star John Stamos is among the other newcomers for season 2, playing a brilliant but secretive surgeon. Returning star Emma Roberts revealed last week either Lautner or Stamos will play her love interest in the new season.